NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That's how you play the game. You're right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. A birdie will send him to 1 under on the leaderboard. Frank, as you step to the tee here at the 8th, what are you seeing?
Another hole that suits the long hitter, Rich. That bunker just over 300 yards. The further you get down there, the shorter club you have in over the water.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck? Chance for back-to-back.
Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par form. What's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat, but the rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, this is still a mind blower to me. Tiger won the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill 4 times in a row from 2000 to 03. You played the game at the highest level. How hard is that?
It's almost unimaginable to Rich because, you know, Bay Hill changes each and every year when they have the tournament. But there was always also the look of resignation of the other players. There's never really been a golf course that really suits Tiger Woods any better. He hits the ball a long way. He hits it high. Greens are firm and fast. It's just built for him. And not only has he won it 4 times in a row, it's 8 total now. How did that not go in? Now, putt for par.
Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Back here in Orlando, Florida at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, we're getting set for the back 9. How do you get off to a good start?
Well, it's one of the shorter par 4s here, Rich. Dogleg right. Good drive. Just a short on here.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Second shot, Frank, now to the par 4 10th.
Have to look, first of all, which quarter of the green that the flag is, because this 10th green really is 4 different quarters. As long as you're keeping that second shot in that little area, then 10 will certainly reward that second shot.
This is a good-looking shot. Pure strike, good result.
And that is close.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Frank, 440-yard par 4 11th. You see that number on the card, you think driver. Maybe not? Why?
Yeah, it's imperative you hit the fairway here, Rich. Water obviously in play left, 2 bunkers on the right. This is a second shot hole.
See if our featured golfer can get a little something positive going here, Frank. It has been a miserable day.
Yeah, things have just appeared too tough. So really just somehow just eradicate everything you've been thinking right now. Realize this green's big enough. Just get something on the green. Opportunity maybe for a birdie.
That will be a great look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. My goodness, what does the guy have to do to make a putt out here? So just a formality here. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Now to the par 5 12th. Frank, how good of a scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get a par 5 at Bay Hill, got to take advantage of it.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Early part of this second iron, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Drops for a par. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's second round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. So the short miss, and those are painful. Continues to roll the ball very well. Back to the second hole here at Bay Hill. Frank, long par 3.
And that green slopes so much from right to left, so you can actually use the contours of the green here.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
He needs some sort of miracle putt.
This is a cross-country special. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Looks like he just misread that. Settles in over the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. Frank, this has been an absolute mess today and all week long.
You said it best.
Now at the par 4 third, Frank, this is a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right. There's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots at Bay Hill, the second at number 3.
It's such a cool-looking hole,
It
Rich.
is.
That water, it just pops out there on the left side. It scares the living daylights out of you. But if you can hit an aggressive shot there, often that breeze is coming off the left, and just keep it in the middle of the green. Those ridges often kick that ball towards the hole.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Well, at last, a birdie. .561-yard par 5 fourth. Frank, a chance to make 4 and maybe even an eagle 3.
Yeah, that green's just raised a little bit. So if you had a good drive in there and you're going with a slightly shorter club, big advantage.
Nothing to argue about there. Right in the fairway.
Second shot.
Frank, tricky little third shot here at the par 5 fourth.
Especially if you don't have a full number, because there's just that little mound in the middle of the green. If you get on the wrong side of that, instantly you can be 30, 40 feet away. So check where the flag is. Is it front? Is it back? And then try and land it in that section.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Birdie putt coming up. A par on this hole yesterday. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, now to the 5th. What's the strategy here at this shorter par 4?
Well, if you want to flex your muscles, Rich, take it over that left bunker. With a little trailing breeze, you might even get close to the green.
About 110 yards to the flagstick, and that's where the hole is, right at the bottom of it. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Throwing darts just inside of 5 feet. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. We're sneaking into contention here. That birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. So that is the end of the second round. I can't wait to get back at it tomorrow, Frank.
We got a great leaderboard right now, Rich. So many players in contention. Golf course, there's enough blend of good and hard holes. Really, it's up for grabs.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie.
These putts keep the round together.
Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par.
Frank, now we're at the 574-yard par 5 12th. How critical are the par 5s if you're trying to put a score on the board here at Bay Hill?
They're crucial, Rich, because the par 4s are very, very difficult. So anytime you get a par 5, really got to take advantage of it.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. So after the layup, Frank, here at the par 5 12th, hit shot here, try to make birdie.
Yeah, just use the contours of this green. You can actually get to this flag a lot of different ways. Using one of the mounds, there's nothing wrong with that.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. That might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie just sneak inside the top 15.
At the par 4 13th now, Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those 3 bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
Headed in the right direction with that birdie.
Just sneaks into the top 10. It's a good move this week.
Frank, now to the 14th of par 3, and how difficult is this hole?
Once again, very narrow entry into the green, so ideally you want to fly the ball a little higher than normal, make it soft, make it land a little softer.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Par bid here. In for par. Now at the 15th, big dog leg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
I like the looks of this one. Nothing wrong with that one. Only about 15 feet away and a chance for birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course. Well, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Frank, what's a player feeling knowing they have one more round to go and they could have a chance at making a run and maybe win this thing?
No, it's a great feeling, Rich. At this point, really, it's just about whether you can handle the nerves. You know, everybody up there is going to be feeling them.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Repetitive is often sounds boring. This is just shot after shot, and it's anything other than that. Spectacular.
And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. I mean, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
Now the approach shot, par 4, 15th hole. Frank, break it down.
Green narrows up the further back you go, so the most generous place to land the ball is in the front half of this green. It's also the flattest section of the green.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there, takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front. That second shot which comes over the lake. And that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Beautiful stroke right there. Finds the bottom of the cup with ease. Frank, par 3 17. Daunting shot. What are you thinking as you step onto this tee?
Just make 3. 2 is a huge bonus. Take 3 in a heartbeat.
Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it. Lucky devil. That was going in the bunker all the way.
Getting set now over the putt.
Oh, I thought he had that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. This is a good-looking shot. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Frank, it was a great setting with great crowd. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.